Once upon a time, in a dense forest filled with towering trees and winding rivers, there lived a clever little rabbit. The rabbit was known throughout the forest for being quick on its feet and even quicker in its thinking. However, the rabbit had one big fear, the wolf, who lived on the far side of the woods. The wolf was fierce, with sharp teeth and a reputation that sent shivers down the spine of every small creature. The wolf, on the other hand, was not only strong but also wise. Unlike the stories everyone told, the wolf wasn't as cruel as he seemed. He spent most of his time contemplating life under the old oak tree, reflecting on the balance of nature and how each creature had its role to play. However, the wolf never got the chance to show his wisdom because the other animals were too frightened to approach him. One fine morning, the rabbit hopped happily around the edge of the forest, gathering berries. Suddenly, a twig snapped behind the rabbit, and in an instant, he froze. Slowly turning around, the rabbit's worst fear had come true. The wolf was standing right there, its golden eyes gleaming through the morning fog. The rabbit's heart raced. He thought of all the stories he had heard. Without a second thought, the rabbit turned and bolted towards the forest. But as the rabbit dashed away, he heard the wolf call out, "Wait! I don't mean to hurt you." The rabbit, too frightened to stop, kept running. But the path ahead was blocked by a fallen tree, and in his panic, the rabbit didn't see it in time. He crashed headlong into the tree and fell to the ground. Dazed, he tried to get up, but his legs trembled with fear. He was sure the wolf would pounce any moment. Instead, he heard the wolf's calm voice again. "Are you all right?" The rabbit, confused, looked up. The wolf stood a few paces away, not aggressive, but concerned. Why didn't you attack me?" the rabbit stammered, surprised. The wolf sat down slowly, lowering his head to the rabbit's level. "I'm not interested in hurting you. In fact, I rarely hunt animals in this forest. You're too small for me to be interested in as prey." The rabbit, still unsure, asked, "Then why do you chase us? All the animals in the forest are afraid of you." The wolf sighed deeply. "Because no one ever gives me the chance to explain. Fear makes creatures run before they even know what's truly happening." The rabbit paused. It was true, they all ran based on stories and fear. The wolf didn't seem like the ruthless predator they always believed him to be. The wolf continued, "You're clever, rabbit. You know the forest well. I've watched how you escape danger and solve problems. I could use someone like you to help me explore deeper into the forest. There are many mysteries even I don't understand." The rabbit, still hesitant, thought for a moment. If the wolf wanted to harm him, he could have easily done so by now. Besides, curiosity had always been stronger than the rabbit's fear. "All right," said the rabbit cautiously. "But you have to promise not to eat me." The wolf chuckled, a deep, warm sound that echoed through the trees. "I promise." From that day forward, the unlikely pair began to explore the forest together. The rabbit's quick thinking and nimbleness allowed them to navigate tricky terrain, while the wolf's strength and wisdom opened up new paths the rabbit could never have found alone. Together, they discovered hidden clearings, new water sources, and even rare plants that the other animals didn't know existed. As time passed, word spread through the forest that the wolf wasn't as terrifying as everyone thought. Other animals began to approach the wolf, cautiously at first, but with growing trust. The wolf, with the rabbit by his side, shared his wisdom with them all. And soon, the forest became a place where creatures worked together, rather than living in fear. One evening, after a long day of exploration, the rabbit sat with the wolf under the stars. I used to be so afraid of you, the rabbit admitted. The wolf smiled. And I used to be lonely, feared by all. The rabbit looked up at the twinkling sky and said, "It seems we both had things to learn from each other." "Fear," said the wolf, "can blind you to the truth. But once you face it, you can see the world in a whole new light." And so, the clever rabbit and the wise wolf became the best of friends, their bond built not on fear, but on trust, understanding, and mutual respect. Moral of the story: overcoming fear allows you to see beyond the surface and discover the truth, unlocking the potential for great friendships and new experiences.